Why is this a big issue? Or is it because you can do these 4 or 5 different approaches? How big of a deal is IDFA deprecation?
I mean, I think it does. Like what it has done, at least from my vantage point, is it's made what UA folks have done for like a decade or more. It's made that virtually impossible, right? Like you used to be able to go in and look at all this granular data and make tweaks kind of on the fly, do really interesting cohorting and segments and all of that. And you could trust that it would sync across all of the different ecosystem pieces. And now that doesn't work, just like you described, Warren. It's, everybody's using their own system and the data's, it's asymmetric and all of that. And so this is kind of going back to my obsession of incrementality, why I think moving to that approach, which is agnostic to all of this, is a lot better. And it's certainly not easy to do that. It does require a lot of paradigm shifting, right? Like if you're looking at, and just using MetricWorks, Joe, you obviously are familiar with these guys, right? As an example. Mm-hmm. So they're, for folks that aren't familiar, they're what I call a triangulation system of measurement for in the mobile space, right? So they've got ground truth incrementality, and they still rely on where available attributed data to split things up. So putting all that together, you get a single metric that at the end of the day is calibrated in incrementality. So something like that is an awesome way for advertisers to really start to lean into that style of measurement. But what it any kind of system that relies on that, what it's not really going to be, and what's not going to enable, is like that micro tweaking that I think a lot of UA folks have relied on in the past to look at like what that, how that's going to change sort of an attributed outcome. My feeling is that a lot of that wasn't adding a ton of value. And at least the data that I have seen that is causal, that is incremental, has proven that. But I mean, there's whole organizations and politics and compensation and bonuses and funding that's all based on that. And so to shift the industry so rapidly, it's just not that easy to do. And that's why, Warren, you pointed out earlier, right? There's layoffs and big changes. And I think that is a symptom of the industry realizing that there has to be a shift, but we haven't quite landed on what that is. And maybe one path is some of these AI type campaigns. I don't necessarily think so, but maybe could be just, taking getting out of the weeds a little bit, leaning into some of the inherent fuzziness and distribution and statistical nature of these more, statistical type measurement techniques. But in any case, there has to be a shift, and we just haven't fully gone through that shift as a UA industry yet.